Welcome back to my channel. My name is Diana and I'm a professional makeup artist, and today I have chosen the topic about the natural or business makeup which do not require too many products, which we can achieve in 10 minutes. Just we need to know these small steps which I will be sharing today with you now. And as you know, the business makeup should be very light, very feminine, but not with the very bright colors. So I suggest for today's makeup to use more natural or nude colors, but of course it depends on your type of skin. If you have a darker skin, you can choose a bit darker colors. If you're a light skin holder, so you can use light colors. Also, I will show you a trick how to use a red lipstick, but not to look too bright or too shiny. And of course, for the business makeup, we will not use any glitters or any frost, just maybe a little bit of shimmer. So let's get started. I have started from the concealer and I have used a Misha concealer. It's a bit heavier one, but you can use any other concealer that you prefer. So this one is Korean brand and it's quite a heavier one, so it covers quite nicely my under eye area. So I've covered already the under eye area, some dark spots, and I have put some palette because it works also perfectly as the primer for the eyeshadow. And now, actually, if you have a smooth and nice skin, you can stop and just move to the setting a little bit of this concealer or your skin. But if you have, for example, breakouts, you can use a bit heavier foundation. If you have quite a nice and flawless skin, you can use, and I prefer to use for everyday look, water-based foundations, which is very light one, which has from light to medium cover, and which gives us a little bit of a shiny glow, a healthy glow. So for today, I will be using MAC Studio Face and Body water-based foundation. I will be using just a tiny amount of foundation, water-based foundation, and I will be dabbing onto my skin with a damp beauty blender. We will be setting this foundation with the loose powder. I will be using MAC Pro loose powder. You can use the compact powder or loose powder that you're used to, or also you can use mineral powder that also can nicely cover. As we have used the concealer as an eyeshadow primer, I will jump into my nice and beautiful contouring Dior palette. So I will be using the same palette also as an eyeshadow. I will be using just this darker brown, the natural brown shade, and I will cover all my eyelid very nicely. I will take a huge flat brush because it will take me quite fast to do this makeup, so it will just take me a couple of minutes to cover my lid. So that's why I like when I'm in a hurry to use that kind of brush. And I will be just tapping on my moving lid, and you see how fast I'm brushing this color in. And I'm also a little bit going to the crease, just blending it in. And now I will take the same contour palette and this light color. We'll take a smaller flat brush and I will apply it under my eyebrow, just to brighten this area, and a little bit to lift my eye up. And I will spread and blend it out here. Also, I will grab a bit more of this shade and I will put it in the inner corner of my eye, just a little bit to brighten it up. And now we have finished with our eyes. Also, some people like to eyeline the eyes, some people don't like for every day, so it will depend on your preferences. But now we will do the contouring of the face, and then I will see if I want to eyeline my eyes. So I will use the same palette, but I will use this a bit shimmery color. And I will go onto my cheek, put the same color that I used for the eyeshadow a little bit on my jawline. I would recommend also to use a little bit of highlighter, not too much, because we do not want to shine through all the day, because we need that this business look would last longer. Or if we are on the camera, it also can help us if we have an online meeting on Zoom or Skype or other platform. It also can give us a little bit of liveliness, but not too much, just a little bit on the highest point of the cheekbones. I would not recommend to use in this area or on the nose or on the chin, because it depends on how much time do you need at work. So we do not want that those parts of the face would start shining. So I will just grab of those two colors a small amount. It is silver and gold, and I will remove the excess, and I will just slightly go on my highest point of the cheek. If you don't like to contour your face, you can skip this part, but I would never recommend to skip to using a little bit of blush, because it helps to create a more lively look, a more younger look, because the skin looks healthy and fresh. So I suggest to always use the blush. I will use with the same brush that I have used for contouring. It is angled brush, and I will use a very tiny amount on my apples of the chin. I will go up just to lift my face a bit. If you like a matte look, I would suggest you to stop in this place, and then you can put just mascara or lipstick, because you already contoured your face. So it is the most important thing when you are going on the online meetings, because the camera catches, then see your face not so flat, but with the contours. And if you are on a live meeting, one-to-one, then again, you didn't overload your makeup, you just simply made your skin flawless, nice and beautiful. So if you prefer matte look, so you can stop here, but I always like a little bit glowy skin, so I will use MAC Prep and Prime. I will mist it with this spray like this, because I like when the skin glows from inside. I will keep for a couple of minutes to dry it up. And I will move to my eyebrows. I do not want to make them too harsh. I will use the Lauder eyebrow pencil, and I will just slightly fill in the gaps, because again, the eyebrows on the camera or in a live meeting, it brings the shape, some shapes to the face, and it actually helps to look much better. I have finished with my eyebrows, and it seems that I'm missing a bit of dimension in my eyes, so I will add a little bit of the same brown color on my under eye area. I will take a small pencil brush. That is the best to work with a pencil brush, because it is a bit harder one, and I will be just dabbing under my eyes and will be blending out. As I mentioned, you can stop here and move to the just mascara or the lipstick, but I just want to show you, if you are eyeliners lover, just how it would look, just if you would eyeline the eyes. You can use for that any pencil or eyeliner pen, but I will use, as usually I love Inglot eyeline gel. Just keep closer to the lash line, and I will start from the outer corner. So now I have applied the eyeliner, and now I will put some mascara. I will be using Lauder waterproof mascara. I have already applied on one on my eyes, and I will apply on the other one. Also, what I would not recommend to do for this business professional look, everyday look, not to use additional eyelashes. Why? Because we want to look professional, we want to look as every day. We do not use something that we usually put during events, during some kind of gatherings, but for an everyday, the mascara is totally enough. But if you would like just to use additional eyelash, it would be better to use naturally looking ones instead of huge fan eyelashes. So now, if we are talking about the lipsticks, for me, with the blonde hair and blue eyes, I usually prefer for the professional look, for the everyday look, to use a nude colors, a pinky one or a creamy, a bit brownish one. So it is my preferences for this brownish, just a bit contoured look. But as I mentioned, if you have a darker skin, darker hair color or dark eyes, you also can use a bit brighter colors on your lips. So I will show you today a very simple technique how you can easily, without any pencil, you can use a pencil a little bit in the corners of your lips, but how you can just simply use the lipstick on your lips and not to look too bright. So what I'm doing, I'm grabbing a bit of the product from my hand and just dabbing it from the inner part of my lip and the lower and upper lips and making a transition, and it will finally disappear. So it will do not have any harsh lines. Grab a little bit of the red color if you want to. And yes, again, I will just grab a little bit of the color on my hand and add in the inner part of my lip. I hope you enjoyed the video, because we have already achieved the final look, a very simple one, very easy one, which fits for every day. It's an everyday makeup, it's a business makeup, it's a professional one that do not have too harsh lines, it is not too bright, it's just very simple and easy makeup. So yeah, you just need to create some dimensions. I would recommend to use nude colors. If you like a bright lipstick, I have showed you the technique that can help you to make it more natural looking. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, and I wish you a very, very nice day. Thank you for watching. Bye.